Why don't we do it in the road? Why don't we do it in the road? No one will be watching us. Why don't we read our comics in the road? Hey everybody! Happy New Comic Book Day, or at least New Comic Book Day for me. Got my comics. 22 it says on my little sheet there, which lately sounds like a light day, right? Kind of crazy. So let's look and see what we got. I think I got the usual that everybody else got. Maybe there's one or two things in here that other people don't have. Let's see here. Right off the bat, we have Cave Carson has an electronic eye. Issue number 2. Really interesting to read. Curious to see where this book goes. Character I don't know a whole lot about. Carson is a challenger of the unknown. Yeah, I'm just really curious to see where this whole thing goes. Digging it so far. With issue 1, we'll see what issue 2 is like. I'm really liking the young animal stuff. I know some people aren't necessarily, but I'm digging it. Britania issue number 3. I think this is a 4. Having to do with the basically the first detective. So curious to see what goes on with that. Book I've been just absolutely loving. Black Hammer. Dean Ostrom's art with Dave Stewart colors is just amazing, and it's been a really enjoyable story by Jeff Lemire. So happy to say that too, because lately Jeff Lemire has been leaving me a little flat on stuff. But man, look at that cover. That's just some cool stuff. Let's see. There we are. I Am Suicide. Issue number 11, the next issue of Batman. Jen art will be great. Just really struggling with the Batman stories in general in this. Get some more Bane goodness. See what that ends up being like. The final issue of BPRD Hell on Earth. I don't know what comes after this. I know there are going to be other from the pages of Hellboy stories coming in the future. More Baltimore, more Lobster Johnson, some other characters and whatnot. But I don't know what's going to happen to the BPRD. They may be done. It may be it. It may be the end of it all for them. The end of the grouping of Liz Sherman and Johan and everybody else. I don't know. It's going to be really strange if it's the end, not having BPRD to read. I think I'm going to put BPRD on my list of things to pick up in singles, which would be a challenge, but I'm really thinking about doing that. They shouldn't be too expensive, I wouldn't think. So Cyborg issue number 5. Part of a package deal. I haven't really been excited by Cyborg. It's just been kind of, whatever. So I would guess that that's going to continue to be, whatever. Doctor Strange issue number 14. I am going to go ahead and read this. Love that cover, man. But I actually haven't read 13 yet. Somehow I missed 13 when Doctor Strange was going back and forth between whether or not it was going to be a Marvel Now book or not. Somehow I missed ordering that last issue. Got a whole pile of books that I need to do like an order through Midtown or something and pick up some books that are a month or two old that I somehow missed. So Green Arrow issue number 11. Murder on the Empire Express. We'll see what happens next in this. Juan Ferreira doing pencils again and whatnot. I don't know what happened to Otto Schmidt, the guy who did the beginning of the Green Arrow stuff. I was really liking his work. He signed an exclusive contract with DC, and since then we have not seen any work by him. I know there's more Ferreira stuff coming up. He had tweeted not very long ago that he got in the next 5-issue arc that he was doing all for. That he was going to start working on, so kind of cool. This is Justice League Outbreak. I know that Green Lantern's ring gets hacked in this, so we'll see what happens with that. This is issue 9. I think issue 11 and 12 or 12 and 13 start the crossover with Suicide Squad. I am probably going to have holes in my collection because I am probably going to drop the book for that month or so and then repick it back up depending on how I'm feeling and how it's looking like it's going to be and whatnot. Claire. Killer Be Killed. Issue number 4. Issue number 3. I've enjoyed the book anyway. I mean, it's Brubaker and Phillips enjoy the art and all that kind of stuff. But last issue really cemented the book as being something I was really excited about and really looking forward to reading. So, definitely towards the top of my list of things to read this week is Killer Be Killed. See where that goes. Been really enjoying that. Get my next bundle of fun out here. Let's see. Issue 2 of The Electric Sublime. I really enjoyed the first issue of this. We got some kind of art crime going on here. Art and slipping into being part of reality. So we'll see what that ends up like. Like I said, I enjoyed the first issue. Curious to see what's next. And this is the subscription cover, I think. Yep. The one new book that I picked up this week is Yakuza Demon Killers. Yeah, we'll see what this ends up being like. I'm not 100% even know what the story's about. Just looked kind of cool at the time. I know when I went to order it, I decided it's a mini series. That the premise sounded interesting, and let's see here. Ellie Powell is the artist, and K. Michael Russell is the colorist on it, and it's written by Amat Man, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But what you see on the cover is what you see on the inside. The art is very kind of cool looking. I like it. Yeah, that looks exciting. So, yay. Wasn't sure, but I'm liking this. I'm digging the way this looks. I love those colors too. It's got kind of like the color palette, kind of like the color palette for Starved almost. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what all is going on in it, but it looks pretty intense. So I'll be picking that up, checking that out. I'll talk about it because it's new. I'll talk about it on Comic Book Roundtable on Saturday, I'm sure. Suicide Squad Most Wanted, El Diablo and Killer Croc. The Killer Croc story's been kind of, but the El Diablo story's been really kind of cool. And I've just been enjoying, in general, the Suicide Squad Most Wanted stuff. As long as they keep putting these things out, this is number 4 of 6. As long as they keep putting these out, I'll probably keep picking them up just to check out, the different characters that are there and whatnot. So, yeah. Lucifer, this is issue number 12. This is I think this is the end of kind of this arc. New people will be writing it going forward. Same artists on it. Really enjoying it. There's Lucifer and Mazakai, I believe is who that is. And my phone is ringing. And it's going to continue to ring, and we're going to ignore it because that's what answering machines are for. We'll see what that's Spell on Wheels. Nobody else is home at my house is why we're going to listen to the phone ring because I want to get up and get it and stop the video. So, Spell on Wheels number 2. Number 1 was okay. Little predictable in places and stuff that I guess I thought like it has a good premise, an idea that it just could have been maybe smart or a not so, that's pretty obvious kind of stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Issue number 2 may turn everything around as far as that goes. So, yes. Superman, issue number 11. In the Name of the Father. These two kids together are absolutely great. We'll see what kind of antics they get into going forward. Very excited to read this. It has just been nothing but fun. Definitely a breakout surprise hit for me out of the Rebirth stuff. The Trinity, issue number 3. Curious to see where this all leads to. That's a gorgeous cover, even though we've seen a million versions of the Waynes lying dead. Great Francis Manapool art, but it says man on there. So does that mean that man is doing the art on the inside and not Manapool? I'm going to look real quick to see, because I'm not... Of course, there's no title at the beginning. I'm suspect, though. Yeah, Clayman does the pencils in it, and I'm not a huge Clayman fan. It looks like Seth Man is doing the inks. Banished on color. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like. This is sweet, though. Steve Dillon, who just passed away. 2-page tribute to him. That's cool. So we'll see. We'll see about Trinity. Kind of interested in the story. Was really liking the art. Had some poison ivy at the very end of it, so I was curious about that. We'll see what that ends up being like going forward. So, issue 3 of Hadrian's Wall. Really been liking Hadrian's Wall. I love this kind of, space story. I think it captures the art, especially captures the kind of in a ship in space. It's dark, it's dank, it's kind of kind of a gritty kind of a thing. You get this crime that's happened, and all these people, and our poor guy here who is a pain medication addict. All of his pain medication has been basically flushed on the toilet. So he is going cold turkey. He is going to start suffering from withdrawal while he's trying to figure out who the criminal is, who killed this guy out in space. Very interesting stuff. So here is Liddy Killer. That's a fabulous cover. All black and white, some red, and then she's got her green eyes. When selling Tupperware doesn't do you much good in 1950s, turn to assassination instead. Really curious, really excited for this. Issue 3. Issue 3, right? 3, number 3, read. Be good stuff. It'll be at the top of the list. Really excited about that. Raven, issue number 3 is coming out. Excited to get to read this. I've been enjoying the Raven series so far. Issue number 1 went back to reprinting, so that's a good sign for this miniseries. This is 3 of 6, halfway point. So we'll see what what comes out of this. Like I said, I've really been enjoying it. High School, the most dangerous dimension, without a doubt. Nightwing, issue number 9. Curious to see what this is about. I think it's got a guest artist on it. That is a weird looking arm on Superman. Just saying. Let's see what's next. And having Superman in it, it's kind of curious too. The cover art is the artist that's inside, it looks like. So I don't know what this story is, where this is leading from. Last story kind of ended stuff. So we'll see what's next. This is our fill-in person, fill-in artist. Give us a 1-shot or a 2-shot story. We'll see what that's like. Always curious to see, Superman and Nightwing, Clark and Dick talking. Anyway, and lastly, this time around is Moonshine, issue number 2. Huge fan of both these creators, really, Brian Relizio and Eduardo Rizzo. Really, Eduardo Rizzo's art, especially, really like his art. I loved his art in the last issue. Not sure exactly on the story itself. Definitely going to give it a few more issues. Basically, it has to do with moonshining during the Prohibition eras. A man has been sent down from New York to basically the back hills of Appalachia, where there's some good moonshine that's been being created. He's going to attempt to bring that recipe, bring that moonshine back to New York. And lo and behold, there's some werewolves mixed in the case there. Is it the moonshiners that are the werewolves or somebody else? And of course, you have the Elliot Nesses of the era trying to chase them down. So, we'll see. We'll see. And that is it. I expect to be around for Comic Book Roundtable tomorrow. I'll be talking some of these books. Hope I'll get a large chunk of them read. And who knows? If you want to be on Comic Book Roundtable, let me know. Hit me up. We'll get you on. I think this week it might just be me and Sergeant America, me and Mike. We'll see. Anyway, have a great week, everybody, and see you next time.